Hi everybody, it's Karen Taylor here today for Donna Salazar's Designs, and I'm here today to share with you a spring wall hanging. I'm going to show you the basics, things that I used in the construction. Then I will give you the dimensions after the video on the blog post and a picture of the finished project. I just want to give you a quick rundown of what I did in my video. For this project, I used Donna Salazar's Designs Fairy Dust Glitter by Clear Snap. I used Clear Snap Color Box Chalk Ink. I used Clear Snap Glue Gloss. And I used Donna Salazar's Smooch Spritz in Pralines and Cream. The Fairy Dust Glitter I used also is in the Pralines and Cream. I used blank chipboard, just plain, that I inked with my color box ink. I used a Crafty Chronicle that I cut a quote out of. I used this paper in two ways. I cut strips out of it. I will give you the dimensions on the blog, but don't worry too much about the dimensions. They don't have to be exact. And I also cut out 3 of the butterflies to use in my design, and I will show you them in a moment. All of these papers are from the Spring and Bloom Donna Salazar collection from GCD Studios. The other 2 papers I used from it is this beautiful one with the rose, which I will show you that I cut out. And I used this beautiful wood grain, kind of peeled paint paper. And I've already adhered this to the back. This is an album holder. It's slightly bigger than 12 by 12. So what I did is I went ahead and I used the Smooch Spritz in the Pralines and Cream around the edge before I adhered this paper, because this edge will show once it's framed. And I like that natural wood look, but I just wanted it to have a little bit of shimmer and shine. And these are the strips of paper that I cut out of the Spring and Bloom line that I was telling you about. Once again, I will have these dimensions on the blog, but don't worry too much about it. As you see, when I put this together, it doesn't matter so much the dimensions. Just use your own creativity. This is just a guideline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out. And as I do, I am weaving. Don't think about it too much. Just lay the paper down. You cannot go wrong with this design. Just like when you're in kindergarten making placemats at the holidays. I think I want this one a little shorter. This was what I'm telling you. It doesn't really matter the dimensions. It's what looks good to your eye. So I had inked all the edges, so I'm going to re-ink that edge. So there we go. We've got the basic weaving down. Now when I show you the finished project, of course, this will be adhered down. The next thing I did was I took this paper and I cut the roses out. And so I was left with this. I inked all the edges of the roses, and I inked all along the edge. This paper of Donna's is really beautiful. The flowers look almost three-dimensional, and this little flourish swirl on the bottom is glittered. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to lay it here on the edge and adhere it down. Then I was telling you about the butterflies. What I did with the butterflies is I cut each one out of the paper, and then I kind of grabbed it with my tweezers. And using the glue gloss, I went around the edges and then sprinkled on the fairy dust glitter in the pralines and cream. I did this earlier because it takes the glue just a few minutes to dry. It's really quite quick, but you can see the beautiful effect that that gives. I also bent the butterfly's wings just a hair to give it some dimension, and I bent it in the middle. And I'm going to attach it. I've got two others that I will add in a moment. Next, I want to add my word for my spring wall hanging. After the long winter, I am always ready for a journey. I am getting ready right now to go to New York. My son is going to be a father. And while we are there, we're going to visit New York City. My husband's never been. I've been through New York City, but I didn't really visit for very long. So it's going to be very nice for us to get to see the city together and explore it. We're not going to spend a lot of time because we're going to want to spend time with our new granddaughter, which I'm sure you're going to be seeing in a lot of my projects. Next, what I want to do is the quote that I cut out of Donna's Crafty Chronicles, "Not all those who wander are lost." I will adhere it under the word journey. And to finish it off, I will add my butterflies. I will adhere all of this down, and then I will frame it to hang on my wall. This spring and bloom line is absolutely so gorgeous. I cannot wait for you to see it once it's adhered down and it's complete. I want to thank you for joining me today, and come back again soon and visit us. Have a great day. Bye.